What's up guys, Jroy for the StarCraft Vault, and today I'm going to be casting a game, and it's going to be between MYM Cloud at the top right hand corner as the red Terran, and Jroy at the bottom left hand corner of the map. He's going to be the light blue Protoss. And the last games that I have been casting, they've been pretty goddamn extreme, especially on Zonaga Caverns. The last couple of games I've casted on here have been awesome. I mean, the Liquid Tyler game that I watched and casted, and then the Mill Tarsing game as well. If you haven't seen those, please go check them out. They're really awesome games. I really like casting them, I really like watching them. They were just extreme games, man. I just really enjoyed watching them. Anyways, it's like 7 in the morning, so excuse me if I'm sounding tired or I don't know. I just wanted to get a game casted before I go off to work, and I thought, yeah, maybe I'll do the Cloud versus Jroy games. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. How'd you like me now? Early scout going out for Jroy. He's going to be going into Cloud space probably, or setting up some sort of sneaky proximity play. Don't think it's going to happen as the SCV notices him, and he's just going to be doing a lot of damage to that SCV. They're pulling 2 SCVs off. It is Cloud. They're probably going to take this probe out before he can do any major damage, but are they? Oh, I think that was one more hit and that SCV was going. He's just been saved by the bell. Screech has come out and saved him. And the gateway going down for the Protoss player Jroy. Cloud is a brilliant player. I don't know if anyone's heard of him, but he is awesome. Awesome player. Really good mechanics, really good macro. His micro does leave a lot to be desired, but you can't really complain that much when most times I've seen it, it's involved in huge macro fights. So because his macro is so good, micro, it is very important, but when your army is 50 supply bigger than the opponent's, I'm not too sure it counts that much. So that's Cloud's game style anyway. He's just going to be scouting that Zonaga tower. No, he's not. He does it like he's going to be going to the Protoss base now, and he's going to see that cybernetics core going down, and he's going to know that warp gate tech is going to be on the way, I assume, or he's just going to be pumping out stalkers. It's only a 1 gate play at the moment, which is strange. Jroy with a bit of spare cash there, doesn't look like he's going to be spending it on anything soon, just droning up. As we do see the units tab, he's on 18 workers to 16 of the Terran player, who's just getting his 2nd command center. That's a really early command center. I did tell you, Cloud is a huge macro player, and it does look like he's going to be going for that fast expansion with another barracks going down as well, just to defend against that. Great micro though, keeping that SCV alive away from that Zealot, and the Zealot still can't get a slice off, and the SCV gets away unscathed, unhindered, unhurt. It's interesting to see where this SCV is going to be going. It does look like he's probably going to be going back to the base around this way, the little sneaky back passage, and no homo. We do have 4 barracks now. That's an extreme move. I didn't realise that was happening, but that's me just looking at the workers tab. But 4 barracks, that's very aggressive, as well as the early expansion. It is interesting to see that he is still 3 workers behind. However, Terran do have the mules, and mules make up for so much. I mean, if you're an aspiring Terran player and you're finding it hard to get cash, and you're spending all your money on scans, send a bloody SCV to their base and use a mule. You know, an SCV is 50 minerals. A mule, I think it gets you 300. So there's really no reason not to get it. The 5th barracks going down now. This is extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. The fast expand 5 racks. Wow, that is a new one for me. This probe going to be hanging out here, seeing everything that's going on. I think that was an SCV that just walked in there, just got completely obliterated. That little diamond of his chest piece. It's just the remnants there. And these Marines are going to go down here, and they're going to get spotted by this probe. However, there are 4 Marines here as well. The probe moving just in time. I don't think Cloud saw that, so he doesn't know that Jroy sees it coming. He's just positioning himself at the top of the ramp. Probably going to get a couple of force fields down, but no, he's going to meet and greet. He's going to provide some tea and biscuits when they meet up and they go for the battle. And he's just going to be sneaking down the right hand side. I don't think Cloud sees any of this. Cloud doesn't see any of this. and Jroy's going to be going for the counter-attack. This Marine will see it though, and these more Marines. Look how many Marines there are. You just see these red dots along the map. They're going to be pushing up into the main of Cloud. They're probably going to be doing so much damage as there's nothing here to defend against it. And now Jroy saying, let me turn around, I'm going to go back and actually defend against this. 2 more Marines coming in here. The more and more Marines, that's quite a lot of Marines actually. I think even if Jroy gets back, it's going to be hard to deal with this. A Stalker and 4 Zealots, that is a nice army. But really, compared to this, especially with the high ground now, although they can see obviously. Oh, great micro from Cloud. However, the Zealot's just getting a couple of slices off, however, limiting his losses extremely. Does he see the Dark Shrine? Yes, he does. His next mission is going to be to take that out. Doesn't want to get Invis units out, and the Dark Templar does come out. He's just going to rip through everything unless the scan goes down. It's not, because he's only going to get 3 Marines. He's not going to sacrifice a scan just to save these 2. Just going to try and take down that Stalker before the... Oh, look at the new animation of the Marine just sliced in half. That was extremely good. I do enjoy looking at that animation. And more Marines have come out for Cloud. The 5 barracks making it just so much easier to do that with the engineering bay as well. Interesting to see he hasn't gone for any upgrades yet, as he is getting a double gas straight away. That's actually a triple gas. He's probably just going to get a huge upsurge of gas and just go for mass upgrades. Interesting to see he's only got the 1 engineering bay. I would have gone for 2. Nice turret down there to protect against those Dark Templars. Another one there. All of these Marines can see them coming. And look at him. Can you see that? I think he can. He's just going to rip through that Dark Templar. He's just going to turn around and say, no thank you, I'm going to run away. If you can see me, I'm not going to be hanging around here for too long. I'm telling you that. Both players amounting quite a lot of minerals here, which is very interesting to see. I think if he pulled that Stalker closer to the Zelnaga Tower, he'd be more useful. Although the Dark Templar that was being a bit of a hassle has just hidden for his shields to regen. Probably going to go in there for round 2. Tyson versus some other boxer. I don't know my boxer. Lots of units being produced now for Cloud, and the Dark Templar does look like he's going to be coming in again. Gets taken out once more time. A supply depot. Well, that's 2 supply depots there. I thought one of them may have been a turret, but he doesn't really need the turret. He's got one right in the mineral line, which is a controversial decision. Maybe he should put it back there. Maybe not. And the expansion going down for Jroy. That's got to be at least 6 minutes after Cloud. Let me look at the income tab here, and Cloud is nearly double the income with only 9 more harvesters. So those mules really paying for themselves there. However, the expansion is up, and it is going to be providing that extra boost of income. It is nearly finished as well. The Zealot charge going to be on the way, so close to finishing, as well as hallucination. Could we see some interesting hallucination here? I did see a game where Idra did rage quit after hallucinated void rays went into his base. So could we see the same here? I really hope not, as that would be disappointing. And a starport going down now as well. That SUV is just going to be like, oh hey, I thought you wanted me to make a starport, so I was just gonna stand here. And now he's moving. Enough of that voice. Cause I'm gonna sting y'all. It did look like he salvaged one of those bunkers. I think he had 3. He doesn't need 3, especially as this army is so small. However, the Phoenix hallucination out is going to be very interesting to see. The scouting factory, Total Biscuit, is well known for that. It's going to be pulling a lot of guys off the line. These aren't hallucinations. These Dark Templars were real. Great scan there. Just to see that. Does he notice that these are hallucinations? I think he does, because otherwise he'll be doing damage. And obviously the turret is just going to be ripping that apart. The factory, I'm not sure what it's doing. Is it just going to be moving to proxy, or is it going to be scouting? This huge army of Cloud here is just extraordinary, with double the army value and 40-50 food count ahead. I tell you everybody, I have not seen this game before, and when I said at the start of the game, Cloud is always ahead by 40-50 food when he goes into his micro games, and Jroy sees the army and just GG straight away. No need to get involved with that. That was an awesome game. Anyway guys, I've been JL. You've been watching the StarCraft Vault. Stay tuned to see the next game in this series. See you later.